Well, I'm a legal immigrant. I came here right away. It took me 6.5 years to become citizen. My brother waited in China for 13 years come here. It is a slap in the face to all the legal immigrants who are still waiting in line all over the world with American sponsors. Some of them have been waiting for over 10 years. What kind of message do we want to send to the world? If you follow the law, we're going to punish you. And if you come here illegally, we'll give you quick path to citizenship. I support deport all the illegal aliens who committed crime immediately.
Under President Trump administration, we used to have the most secure border under President Trump administration. And the world has no war under President Trump administration. Only President Trump has enough love for our children to make education good again. Only President Trump has enough love for our business owner and working class to make economy strong again. Only President Trump has enough love for our Americans to make our border safe again. And only President Trump has enough love for this country to make America great again.
Trump has been deporting hundreds of Asian people to Panama and Costa Rica, and everything about this is sus. We don't know why Trump is targeting so many Asian immigrants, including children.
This message is for any Asian Maga out there. We're next.
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm called Irene. So thank you for clicking. You are in the right place. For all my returning subscribers, I don't like to take your love for granted, and if you are here for the first time, kindly subscribe to this channel, put on the notification button so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And so guys, in today's video, there's a twist, you know, and I don't know what you think. I want you to tell me what you think down below in the comment section, because wow, Trump has got himself to the people that voted for him. You understand? I really don't know how these people understood everything, the agenda, the policies that Trump was passing around. But this time, Asian people have been caught, and they're the one who are facing deportation. Guys, these people, we have talked about Latinos, we have talked about Cubans, we have talked about Mexican, we always talk about Asian people, we always talking about Arabs. These are the majority, these are the major people who came out there and voted for Trump. But literally everything for them has totally changed, because the person they put high there is the same person who have turned against them. I don't know if it's in the right way or in the bad way. I want to know down there below in the comment section. And all action has consequences, and these are the consequences of voting in Trump. People are lamenting, people are crying. It's not only about deportation, people taken back to their countries. There's just a lot that is happening in America right now. So guys, let me know what you think below in the comment section, and gratitude go to all the owners of these videos. I don't take your love for granted. Let us watch to the end.
Hundreds of Asian people to Panama and Costa Rica, and everything about this is sus. We don't know why Trump is targeting so many Asian immigrants, including children. We don't know if he'll continue sending vulnerable immigrants to random countries instead of letting them stay here while applying for asylum as required by US and international law. And we don't know what's next for the people already deported, or if they'll be kept safe. Trump's team is clearly trying to hide their dirty work. The little information we do have is from journalists who've secretly made contact with some of the immigrants as they're being silenced and held against their will. The 135 people sent to Costa Rica weren't even told what country they were being sent to until after they arrived. Half of them are children who were forced to travel by plane and bus for over 10 hours without enough sleep or food. In Panama, authorities trapped hundreds of immigrants in a hotel and took away their phones and documents. They only have two ways out: either get sent back to the dangerous situations they fled, or be sent to a camp by the jungle where conditions are brutal, legal help is non-existent, and communication is severely restricted. Trump's team is out here claiming that the people deported to Central America don't fear returning to their home countries, but that's a lie. Journalists have found that many came to America to flee violence, abuse, or persecution, and they're terrified to go back. Dropping vulnerable immigrants in a random country with no access to their passports, a lawyer, and a safe environment is beyond cruel. Instead of respecting basic human rights and giving people the chance to apply for asylum here, Trump is putting them in even greater danger with no clear way out. We need to do everything we can to make sure these immigrants get the help they need, and we need to put an end to these deportations now. It all starts with demanding transparency. Use our form to tell your representatives to demand answers from Trump.
This message is for any Asian Maga out there. We're next. I want to remind you that we are closer to the undocumented immigrants that are being deported right now than we are to them. We have more in common to the undocumented immigrants than we do to them. You remember how quickly MAGA turned on us during COVID, and it didn't matter if you were Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Filipinos. To them, we were just chinks responsible for the China flu. It is foolish and frankly embarrassing that you think just because you wear the red hat that you're going to be spared when your time comes. This country is never going to be pure enough or white enough, and they are never going to accept you the way that you accept them. They have forgotten that they too have immigrants' blood in them, but let us not forget the crazy, difficult journey our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents took to get here, to escape their country for a chance of a better life. This is not it. Everybody deserves.
So guys, it's very, very unfortunate that these people came out in large numbers to vote for Trump. And the only thing that these people were basing on voting for Trump, it's very, very malice, it's very unfortunate for them. So these people, like we have seen the way Latinos and Latinos for Trump, and Cuban for Trump, Mexican for Trump. Yeah, we have black people who voted for Trump, we have white people who voted for Trump, but when it comes to Asians for Trump, Arabs for Trump, Mexican for Trump, and all these immigrants, they just voted basing on colorism. They just voted knowing that they were close to white, or they wanted to save themselves from being deported back to their countries. You understand? And now you see the majority of the people who voted for Trump, most of the people that are being deported, these are people who do not have no documents, legit documents. You understand? So these communities have been voting their people basing on their colorism, racists. So because their skin color is not like us black, they thought that they're gonna be saved. They're gonna be saved and stay in the United States. You understand? So for those legal migrants, who are in the United States, they are safe. And there are those people who took really, really long to get to the United States and have not, they don't have documents yet. Such are the people who have been affected. Let us continue watching. I don't know how you feel about them, how you feel about everything that is happening in the United States of America and Trump's administration. Let me know how you think about it, because you have seen that the deportation that is happening in America, they're sending people home, and now we know the most of these people, Asian people, are being taken not to their countries. You understand? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Do you sympathize or do not sympathize?
Why Chinese Americans support Trump? All right. So the reason is the Democrat administration, Biden administration, lead this country towards socialism and eventually towards communist dictatorship. We came from China. We know this is the way. This is not like people here don't understand what is a communist is. We know communist is. what communist is. That's why we support Trump.
This is really interesting because I'm also Chinese American myself. So I know,
You haven't lived in China, I guess.
I did. I grew up in China.
Oh,
I grew up in China till I was 17. I'm from Shanghai. But
Shanghai.
yeah, I don't want to talk about my opinions because I'm a journalist. So I just want to like hear more about your opinions. You know, as immigrants, a lot of people might say that Trump is anti-immigrants or
Trump is not anti-immigrant. It's just against illegal immigrant. It must be lawfully, orderly. That's how the immigrant should be.
I want to discuss how Asian Americans voted in last night's election because that was extremely unexpected. 56% of Asian Americans voted for Kamala as opposed to 63% who voted for Biden from 4 years ago. This is honestly quite underperformance because she's half Asian, so I figured more Asians would vote for her, but I guess that's not the case. There's also a large percentage of people that voted third party, so I guess all of those national polls before the race were useless.
I don't understand it. You know what no one's talking about are the Asians voting for Trump. And there are a lot of Asians voting for Trump, which is so weird to me because while he was president, after COVID hit, he said all this racist stuff in connecting Asians to COVID. He called it, I'm not even going to say what he said because it's so racist, but his language caused a rise in hate crimes against Asians, like violent hate crimes. Yet a majority of Asian people are still voting for him. And I do not understand that. I do not.
Really be your own people, and that is the hardest truth that I had to swallow this year. Vietnamese Americans are the only Asian ethnic group that is majority Republican. And I'm not talking pre-2016 Republican, I'm talking raging Trump supporter Republican. I just had to unfollow this Vietnamese influencer. She's literally not a US citizen. She came to the US like 10 years ago, but she posted a screenshot of her and her family member from and in Vietnam wearing MAGA hats and celebrating over Trump's victory. They are both Vietnamese citizens, not US citizens. So I don't know what's going through their minds here. When I lived in LA, I would go to OC a lot for Viet food, and I saw several Vietnamese for Trump rallies. I will never forget the China virus rally that I saw in 2020. That's obviously a reason why a lot of Viet people are pro-Trump. Trump is very anti-China, and so are Vietnamese Americans. They're anti-China for obvious historical reasons, and also the fact that they're anti-communist because of the Vietnam War and they're from the South. Trump is single-handedly responsible. Doing well, you're protecting your peace, and you're finding ways to stay positive.
Hold on, is Donald Trump really trying to send undocumented Filipinos to Libya? So here's the deal. The Trump administration was floating the idea of sending undocumented migrants from Asian nations like Filipinos, maybe Laos, Vietnam, to Libya, to deport them to Libya, not their home country, but to Libya. Immediately, human rights groups started begging the Trump administration not to send these migrants to Libya because Libya has a horrible track record, apparently, of how it treats its migrants, from detention centers that people call hellholes to torture. And it didn't take long for the courts to respond, blocking the Trump administration from deporting Asian nationals to Libya, really all migrants. When things like this happen, I always like to see how people voted. So I went to My Asian Voice, which is a data research service for Asian Americans. They broke it down by subgroups. You can see it right here. Over half of each subgroup did vote for Kamala Harris. The numbers are down from President Joe Biden in 2020, but you can see it here. More than half went for Kamala Harris. So therefore, basically, they didn't vote for this.
Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you have watched all the video. It's really interesting. It's hitting it's bringing some kind of history vibes, guys. And when you see Vietnam's there's something like between the Vietnamese and Chinese. It's not that we are starting more between the Vietnamese and China or Chinese people, but when you go deeper in history, you'll say like there's something that is kind of coming out historically. Guys, it's very sad that we have seen in the videos that some of the Asian people have been deported, have been taken to countries that they have been detained and taken to countries such as Panama and Costa Rica. And I don't know how you'll take it, because when you just get to a country that you you don't know, you have knowledge about, you understand, you're being held against your wish and your will. You are not talking, they're not telling you exactly the place that they're taking you, but you find yourself in a country that you have no knowledge about. Like there are some who are being brought to Africa, like Sudan. They're not Sudanese, so you're just taken to a country, not your country. I think it's good if you're taken to your country, but I don't know how these leaders, how they're taking communications. How are they communicating, or they're not communicating? Guys, these people went out there and voted for Trump. You understand? And Trump promised so much. He promised about the deportation that we were saying. He promised about making America great again. He promised he said that he was going to work on the economy of America. But literally, I really don't know if in the remaining years to come, he's going to standardize the economy. He's trying to deport these illegal immigrants from the United States, so that he gets a way of stabilizing the economy. I really don't know which ways he's going, or which formula he's going to use to stabilize the economy, because we really know that these illegal immigrants, the people, these immigrants who have been living in the United States, they are not only immigrants, but they have been working. They have really been supporting, or they have been really contributing to the growth of the economy of the United States, because these people, they have been working and they've been paying the taxes. And guys, we know that most, if you do not have papers in the United States, most of these people are the ones who have been very, very dedicating when it comes to constructions site, when it comes to agriculture sector. Most of these people, immigrants, are the ones who have been working in the farms, in Texas, in California, all the farms in the United States. Immigrants are the ones who have been working. And we know that when the Cubans, the Mexican, and the Latinos were deported, agriculture collapsed. You understand? We have been seeing videos going circulating on social media of tomatoes are going bad in the farms, because there's nobody to pick the crops on the farms, guys. And I thought that when the deportation had a very big impact on the economy of the United States, I thought that Trump will sit his administration, his people, in his cocoon. I thought that he was gonna sit them down and just realize that what we have done has messed this country. You understand? Me, I thought that way. But when they have got themselves into Asian people, and they're trying to deport them, and he said, like, I want to reduce the criminals in America. So he is doing that because, again, he believes that most of the immigrants are the one who are contributing to most of a vast criminal that is happening in the United States of America. So I don't know who is going to be next in this. And we know in 2020, during the COVID-19, like, Trump was not, even when we talk about business wise, there's a very, very, very big competition on the market between China and the United States. You understand? So when we talk about business wise, we're talking about China, Vietnam, all the countries in Asia. You understand? The only people who are going to be saved are those people who are legal migrants in the United States. But for those who do not have papers, everyone is going. And why? It's because their people did not think about saving the community. You understand? We know that a large percentage of Asian people in the previous election, they voted for Biden, and 56% of during this election voted for Kamal. So they knew. You understand? They knew that this man will come for us. They knew, especially when we talk about China, they knew, the Chinese people knew that if we vote in this guy, he's going to deport us. Because when we talk about when you talk about we have seen China, Trump imposing high taxes or tariffs on China, and we saw that when China hit back, the market went down completely. You understand? And we saw a lot of secrets being revealed that America, these brands, big brands that are being sold in America, they're actually made in China, and there's so much. It got really messy. You understand? So the target, the people that are feeling targeted are the Chinese people, but all the immigrants are very affected right now. You never know whether you're coming from Africa, you're coming from anywhere. As long as you are an illegal immigrant and you have no documents, you have to prepare yourself. So guys, I'm very grateful that you have watched this video. I hope that we are learning something, so that when it comes to elections, we know what to do. And again, we have to save our countries. We don't need to allow criminals in our country. So you never know what part, if he's doing this way, knowing that in 3 years to come he's going to make America great again or not. So guys, let me know what you think below in the comment section below. And I'm called Erin, so it's kindly subscribe to this channel. Make sure you watch the video till to the end, and make sure you put on the notification button so that you get notified each and every time I upload a video. It's me, Irene. So I'm gonna be seeing you in my next video. This one, guys, this one, I know most of you wonder what this one is. This one we call this is a meter box for electricity. It's open like this. Oh my god. Yeah, it's supposed to be closed, and it's left open like that. I don't know, the guy, the agent, or this person who's supposed to be in charge of these houses, so told me like he was gonna bring a padlock and close it. So it's raining every day. It's raining heavy, and I'm always scared of such electricity and the wires. I'm gonna look for him and just letting him know that these are problems we face here in Africa. You know, like it has been raining day night. So guys, keep on subscribing to this channel. I'm called Erin, so I'm gonna be seeing in my next video. Bye.